One man, one dream. An epic tome years in the making. A book so big, so bold, and so beautiful it had to be divided into 2 volumes. The NES Omnibus, the Nintendo Entertainment System and its games, Volume 1, is coming to a Kickstarter near you.
Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you Patrick Hickey for that awesome voiceover intro. I am indeed taking my forthcoming book, the NES Omnibus, Volume 1, A through L, to Kickstarter. It's an awesome program. I'm super excited about that. It's going to get my book into hands of more readers, and it's going to get you guys perks and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. Now, the NES Omnibus Volume 1 is decades in the making because I got my original Nintendo Entertainment System for Christmas in 1987, and I've been playing it ever since. It is just love the console, and the book is going to cover every single US release from A through L. Now, when I say cover, I mean photos, history, gameplay synopses, quotes from magazines. A lot of the stories are going to be supplemented with nostalgic stories by yours truly and by a number of industry insiders, which I'll get to in just a moment. The book is going to cover, obviously, the big popular titles like Adventure Island, Castlevania, which is a personal favorite of mine, Contra, which I beat back in the day without using the Konami code because I didn't even know about it. Love that game. Legend of Zelda is going to be spread over 3 pages. Now, my omnibus books, every single game gets a full page. I do that because I want every game to get a big spotlight and not, the obscure titles. I don't want them just to be shoved in a corner. And that's why each omnibus book is spread over 2 books, 2 massive hardcover books. The NES Omnibus Volume 1 will also cover hidden gems like Clash at Demon Head, Kickle Cubicle, and Bubble Bath Babes. Is Bubble Bath Babes truly a hidden gem, or is it just a strange little game? Read about it in the forthcoming NES Omnibus to find out. Now, this means the A through L designation, every US release, that means well over 300 games are going to be covered in the book. It's got a deluxe, full-color, hardcover book with well over 220,000 words, more than 2,000 photos. And for Kickstarter backers, I will autograph the book and send it to you myself, and I will personalize it any way you want. Now, you guys know that have read my SNES Omnibus books, as you can see in the background. And I've got Volume 2 right here. You guys know the quality of these. The binding is second to none. Just gorgeous, really, really durable hardcover binding. These are not self-published books. They're published by Schiffer Publishing. So you're going to get top-notch quality and, full-color photos, tons of information, tons of stories, all kinds of great stuff. The NES Omnibus is going to be similar in format to the SNES Omnibus. Love the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo. Love that system. As a matter of fact, I have a really excellent boxed copy right here, and I have my regular one out to play at any given moment, which I do play pretty often, roughly around once a week. Now, leading up to writing these books, I played the heck out of them. I've finished both books. NES Omnibus Volume 1 is at the publisher right now. They're working on formatting and everything. And I'm in talks with them about what Kickstarter perks I can offer. Like I said, I'll sign the book and your name will be in the book. And there will be different tiers. And one of the higher tiers I'm going to have is, so in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, there's a certain video game destination. I will meet you there and take you on a guided tour myself, and maybe we can grab some lunch. That's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. I hope I get several backers in that. You and up to 5 of your friends. That'll be so much fun. That'll take up several hours, and that's just going to be great. I really hope I get several backers doing that. But there will be smaller rewards as well. You could be an executive producer of the book. I will send updates and all kinds of stuff. I haven't really finalized the Kickstarter perks yet, the backer benefits, backer bonuses, whatever you want to call them, because I'm still talking to the publisher about what they can offer. Numbered books or, buttons, bookmarks, little stickers, whatever. I'm still talking to them about that, so we'll see. And I definitely packaged together several of my books if you guys want to, go in big like that. But I will get the Kickstarter will go live within a couple of weeks or so. I've got the great James Pledger is currently working on the video, so it's all happening. It's just going to be in a couple of weeks when it actually will go live, and I will keep you guys apprised of that. The book is going to have box art, screenshots, vintage ads, gameplay synopses, reviews, quotes from, classic publications like Electronic Gaming Monthly. Just going to be awesome. Stuffed with history. Gorgeous book. Now, like I said, I got my NES for Christmas in 1987, and I've been playing it ever since. And the book is going to have a lot of my own personal nostalgic stories about playing the NES back in the day and more recently. So those were really fun to write. And the stories I got in from different creators, from different industry folks are incredible, including Adam F. Goldberg, the creator of the Goldbergs, the popular TV show that takes place in the 80s. He wrote a 1,200-page foreword to the book, which is just incredible. The patrons to my Patreon page have already read this, and it's great because it's 1,200 words, and he talks about growing up desperately wanting an NES, and about his mother, the smother that you see referenced on the TV show, and his dad, Murray Goldberg, Beverly Goldberg, his mom. Just great. It's just such a great thing, and he talks about the NES in such loving fashion. Adam F. Goldberg, a huge Goldbergs fan, and I was so excited that he wrote the foreword to that, and thanks to filmmaker Sean Tiedeman for arranging that. Just awesome. Now, other people that have contributed to the book, that have contributed nostalgic stories to supplement each game. So I wrote the synopsis and overview of each game, every single game, A through L, and a bunch of industry insiders have also written supplemental stories for a lot of the games. These include 3 of the nicest YouTubers you will ever know in your entire life. John Lester, Gamester81, 8-Bit Eric, and the immortal John Hancock. These guys are super cool. They're good friends of mine, and they wrote some really cool stories about, just growing up playing the NES, growing up playing particular games and games that they played more recently, and it's just awesome to get their perspective on the NES. And guys like Electronic Gaming Monthly previews and reviews editor Greg Sewart, basically a legend in the magazine publishing industry. He wrote some stories for the book. Legendary programmers like David Warhol of Intellivision and Sega Genesis fame. Warhol even talks about working on certain NES titles. And Steve Woita, who designed games for the Atari 2600, Sega Genesis, and PlayStation. You get his perspective on playing certain games. These insider insights, as I call them, they're similar to the ones you'll find in the SNES Omnibus books. People absolutely love those stories. And there's many other industry folks contributing stories as well, like filmmaker Sean Tiedeman, filmmaker Rob McCallum, who wrote the foreword to Volume 2, the NES Omnibus Volume 2, which will be out in spring of 2021. Author Patrick Hickey, who provided the awesome voiceover to this video you're watching right now. Just great, great stories. Ken Horowitz, a Sega expert who also loves him some NES, great author as well. So many industry people contributed just awesome stories to this project. I really, really appreciate it. In the back of the book, there are epic essays about specific aspects of the NES. There's a super in-depth study on the iconic Power Glove. It's going to blow your mind. Tons of information on the Power Glove. Really fun to read. There's an essay on the comic book games of the NES. As you guys know, some of the superhero games of the NES are absolutely terrible, like X-Men and Wolverine, and some of them are phenomenal, like Bucky O'Hare and Batman Return of the Joker. So you get a really cool essay on those various games. And of course, from A to L, all the superhero games are in the book. Every US release for the NES, A through L, fully covered. Every game gets at least 1 page. Some of the bigger titles get 2 or 3 pages. It's just awesome. And what separates this book apart from similar projects, they are professionally published, durable, super durable, heavy, hardcore, durable binding, just amazing stuff. The kind of book that will last you years and years. You're going to get tons of reading out of this. You can use it as a reference book or just something to flip back and forth and read. It's just super fun. I think you're going to love these books. If you've read my SNES Omnibus books, you'll know what to expect. But I think this book, the NES Omnibus, will be even better because I learned a lot working on the SNES Omnibus books. And another thing that will separate the NES Omnibus from similar books, is that I've been writing about video games professionally since 1997, and I've been writing books about video games since 2006, and my first video game book was published in 2007. Now, I'm obviously a YouTuber. I'm doing that right now, but my primary passion and skill is writing, is being an author and being a journalist. I've been a professional journalist in the gaming industry for a very long time. I've written for numerous magazines, including like Film Facts, their very first video game article they've ever published, and for a ton of gaming magazines like Game Informer and Old School Gamer, and on and on and on. But anyway, I'm just trying to give, maybe that sounds a little bit like bragging, but I'm basically just giving you a frame of reference of what to expect and why this is a professional work. Now, like I said, if you back the Kickstarter, which I will launch this in a week or two, and I will give you more information, and I will keep you updated when it goes live. I will probably do it for 30 days, and by then I will let you guys know exactly what perks there will be, what backers will get, and all that kind of good stuff. And I really hope you back this project. That really helps me out a ton. Thank you so much for all your support, all you guys over the years. Thank you for reading. Thank you for buying my books. Even if you just come by the show and, you know, say, hey, give me a fist bump or whatever, that's awesome. All you guys that have had so many encouraging words over the years, I really appreciate it. Volume 1 of the NES Omnibus will be available at the end of November, and it will be shipping out all through December. And you will be able to back this project on Kickstarter very soon. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. That's always appreciated. I hope you guys will back this project on Kickstarter. All right, guys, we will talk to you guys later. See you on Kickstarter.